Well, after my camera decided to malfunction while I was halfway through repairing this car, and then I went out down the farm and went for a drive even. But as I said in there, the video you didn't actually see, isn't it strange how you always get one leftover bloody bolt? No matter what you're doing, cars, bikes, RC, computer, you always get one leftover bolt. Oh well, never mind. So yeah, the way I fixed it was in here. There's like an aluminium square thing what fits on the shaft with 2 grub screws inside it, which is a load of rubbish really. Let's have a look at it, shall we? Right here. Now I know my shadow isn't going to be very good here, but this aluminium square thingy with those 2 grub screws in there, you've got another one underneath there, 1 and 2. Now what happened is they tend to come loose, and then that whole, because this is all the wheel this square thing here, this puts all the power from the engine down to the wheel onto the ground. So if those 2 grub screws come loose and they spin on this round shaft, then obviously you're not going to get anything, because this whole shaft is going to spin, this whole drive shaft here is going to spin, and that's just going to spin on it, and you're not going to get any power to the ground. And that's what's been happening, because if you ask me, it's a very stupid design, because at least there should be some little holes in that shaft so that the grub screws can dig into the holes, because all it is on both sides is just a round shaft, and all it relies on is 2 little grub screws to dig into the round shaft and just grab it, like clamp it together. But the problem is that's not very good aluminium, and I've felt as I was doing it up, it feels like the threads are going to strip. So it's a very bad design if you ask me. So what I'm going to be doing in the near future is I'll just drill 2 holes either side of the shaft, there and there, so that my grub screws can dig in, and that way, and I'll put some thread lock on, and that way they shouldn't be coming loose anymore, and that should mean that I shouldn't have any more issues like what I had earlier, which ended my morning and caused me to think that there was something wrong in the diff. Stupid fool. Oh well. So this is what it's like after its first journey. This happened down the farm. All this here happened all down the farm. This was all the footage that all the footage that my camera malfunctioned on and missed out. Yeah, it was quite good. I think the engine's pretty much running now. In all today I spent about an hour and a half running it. I didn't even run out of petrol actually. In fact, I'm fairly close to running out, so I was probably getting close to running out when I finished. I decided to call it a day. I didn't get bored, I just got fed up in the same spot. I adjusted the suspension, the front and the back, because I noticed when I was going over them jumps, again because the camera malfunctioned, you didn't see what I was doing over the park. Because I was going over those jumps, in the end I was getting fairly high, but you didn't get to see them. And what was happening was, it was bottoming out, going up the ramp, and as it was coming down. So I decided to put the shocks all the way down so that they're as hard as they're going to go. They won't go any harder than that. The rear ones can go a bit harder, but I thought I'd have them about 3/4 of the way. And we'll go from there and see what happens. But all in all, it's not a bad truck. I think it's got 1 or 2 stupid designs on it, like this is a stupid design. The throttle linkage is a stupid design, because it keeps getting caught and revving itself up. But, you know, what do you expect? if you're into RC, you probably know what these are, and you've probably had a look and you know how much they cost. It's minimal money really for a petrol RC truck. So for the money of what they are, they're not too bad. They're full of aluminium. Not that it's very good quality, but it's full of aluminium and metal, steel. There's a lot of steel on there as well. Stainless steel. You do get good suspension. You get a nice engine. I'm going to have to give my air filter a clean. Yeah, you do get a lot of nice stuff for what the money is. It sounds nice as well. I want to change the exhaust at some point. Get a bit of a better flowing one, and I might be able to get a bit more power out of it, but I've got to do some tuning yet. So who knows, maybe, no, not tomorrow I don't think, maybe Sunday I might take it out and do a bit of tuning. Either that, don't tell anyone, but I might take it to work on Monday night. Have a go around the car park, see what it's going to be like. If it's going to be busy or not, I'll go take it around the car park. Yee, that'll be good fun. The boss will be like, what the hell are all these tire marks? I don't know. So yeah, I just thought I'd better put up a little bit about that thing there, because like I kept saying, the bloody camera malfunctioned. I think it's because the camera I'm using and the camera I'm using now is the one that I dropped the other day, and I've put it back together since then, but it's not quite right. It's still a bit messed up around here, and it's not good really. But it's the one that I was using, so I've got a funny feeling like there's something wrong with it. But we're recording now, and we'll see what it's like. So stay tuned for some more fun like this. Also, got a friend of mine, Mr. Matt. I think he's going to come out with the cars fairly soon, because he's got a Savage and he says he wants to come out, so I hope he does, because that'll be some good fun. I won't be just me on my own for a change. I'm always on my own because no one ever wants to do anything with me for some reason. So we'll see what happens.